I get too hungry to wait for dinner at 8. That's why we're making frittata. Hello, everybody. I'm Tupperware Pete. Yes, we are going to be making frittata or mini quiches, or basically, I've got all these vegetables that I found in the fridge. I thought, what on earth am I going to make, right? And I found all these vegetables and went, these have to be eaten. And even though they're in the Tupperware VentSmart, they will literally last 3 to 5 times longer. Let's put these maracas down. And I thought, what am I going to eat? I thought, I've got these eggs. I've got these vegetables. I went to TikTok and asked them, and they all said mini frittata quiches. And I went, perfect. Let's make mini frittata quiches, right? So what we're going to do is, let's move this out of the way first. When you're doing muffins or quiches or something, right, the trick is you mix up your wet ingredients. Then you mix up your dry ingredients and pop the two together. So that's like, you know, the proper way of doing it, right? But I'm all about quick and easy. So what I'm going to do is grab my Tupperware Ultimate 3.5 litre mixing bowl with seal, and in the summertime when the weather is fine, these make great little frisbees because there's a little handle there and you can just yeet. Tupperware recommend not to use them around the dogs though. That might not be the wisest of choices, right? So what we're going to do in here, we're going to throw in some eggs. Let's just start with this, right? 2 eggs into there, right? We'll pop them into here. Let's grab another 2. Oh, that's a bit of a hard shot. Oh, there we go. 4 eggs. Let's set it. I've got a funny feeling that this is going to end up like I'm going to be eating muffins for days. Let's do 5 eggs, 1 for luck, right? If you get a bit of shell in there, that's fine. Bit of calcium, it's great. So what we're going to do is we're going to grab our Tupperware shaker. This is the 600ml shaker. Shake, shake, shake. Shake, shake, shake. There's got your little blender wheel in there. This will actually whip cream. The colder the cream, the quicker the whip. And underneath here, you've got your little measurements. I don't know if you can see that. So you've got you do have measurements on the bottom into there. Recommended for cold liquids, and if you are making up your own protein drinks or milk, like I'm going to be doing mine right now, just pop the water in first and then the powder on the top, and that's going to help with the blender wheel. It's going to help blend it all together, right? I've got my Aqua Vibe. I've already done my 2 litres of water for the day, so let's pop this. I'll just measure this up. Let's remove the straw, because sometimes you might not want the straw. You might be a guzzler, and that might be good for you. What we're going to do is measure this up here. I love the measurements up the side because this is now acting as your set of measuring cups. So now I can measure up 1/2 cup of milk. I've got my milk powder in the Tupperware Ultra Clear. These are the ones that are extremely easy to open. You grab the tab, you peel the seal, and that's a proper airtight seal, right? So all we're going to do is make up our milk. I'm going to do maybe not that much, but you can use full cream. I'm not a big milk drinker, but however, with your Tupperware, your milk powder, this is a whole bag, like a kilo bag of milk powder fits into here. I've had this in my cupboard for about 8 months. Nothing wrong with it because it's a Tupperware airtight container, right? That's the Ultra Clear. I love them. I think they're super sexy. So we're going to pop this into here. Pop the seal on. Just pop your finger on the top and shake, 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 shake your milk powder. There we go. Pop that top open. We're going to add that straight into our eggs. There's our eggs and our milk. We will probably also grab a little bit of pepper. I keep my pepper in a Tupperware large spice container. Whether you do it with the sprinkle or whether you want to grab a teaspoon and pop that into there, you can. I've got a Tupperware teaspoon here. Let's just pop this in here. We'll do a teaspoon of cracked black pepper, and I've got some salt. I've just got some Celtic sea salt in a large spice container in here. Let's just throw in a good pinch of salt into there as well. We'll pop that straight over there. This is my eggs and my milk. I'm going to grab my Tupperware whisk. I love that there's nothing at the bottom here, so it's very easy to clean. This is the one that looks like a head massager. So we'll just whisk this into here. Whether you're left-handed or whether you're right-handed, this is going to whisk it all up into here. And we'll just combine that beautifully. It also helps aerate it so it becomes nice and light and fluffy. So we've got that there. Let's just pop that just over here. Then, what we're going to do now is we'll wait for the flour at the end. I'm going to chop up all of my vegetables in. Now, you know what this product is called. If you know it, sing along. No need to ask, it's a smooth choperator. It's a smooth choperator. This is called a supersonic chopper large, right? Now, there are blades in here. You can get a paddle whisk. This will also whip cream, make muffins and pancakes and beer batters and tempura batters. And this will make meringues as well, right? If you want to make a pav, this is perfect for that, right? So what we're going to do is, in here, I've got quite a few cloves of garlic. I can because I live alone. We'll pop that straight into there. And I've got half a red onion that I've just halved, peeled, topped and tailed. We're not going to use this for making cocktails or meringues or pav or anything tonight. So we'll seal that off. So what we're going to do is just pop this on the top here. I always just give it a bit of a shake first, and then you just pull the cord. Now, if you want it as a rough chop, can you see that's a rough chop? Easy as. But if you want to blitz it, if you've got vegetables you want to hide from the partners, the dogs, or the kids, you can blitz it up into here and nobody knows what they're eating. Especially if you want to sneak in mushrooms or kale or, you know, something that people don't love, right? But you still want to be healthy and you want to use all your vegetables instead of popping them into landfill, right? So this, just pop that there. Look at that. Onion and garlic blitzed up perfectly. We are going to pop this straight into here, right? How easy is this? And this makes cooking fun. You will have people that will say, "Can I help, please? I want to chop the onions." It's like, no, you chopped the onions last night. Tonight's my turn. So we've got that into there. How easy is that? Now what we're going to do is, I've got I've got some carrot. And I've got some parsnip. Let's use one of each. And I'll just chop them into chunks. I've just got I'm using my Tupperware Mastro knife that I chopped my cheese up into there before. And the supersonic choppers will grate cheese. This is cheese into here. So I just chopped up there so that you're not standing there watching me grate cheese. And that way you don't have to wash your hands after you've grated your cheese. And you'll have all the knuckle skin left intact on your knuckles, right? So there we've got our carrot and we've got our parsnip. We will maybe make these just about a dozen pulls of the cord will do for that one. And there's our carrot and our parsnip, right? Just pop that straight into here, right? Easy as. Grab the Tupperware spatula, that helps do all the washing up for you. Really simple. Pop that into there, pop that into here. We've got some mushrooms. Now these mushrooms have been in my fridge for 3 weeks, probably longer because I forgot that they were there. They made their way at the back. Now when that happens, have you ever had fruits and vegetables that sort of, they stay at the bottom or they make their way to the back and then you sort of go, hang on, what is that? And you go, oh, I don't know what this is. We'll chuck this out now. When you've got it in your Tupperware VentSmart container, they will literally last 3 to 5 times longer than just sitting in a plastic bag shoved at the back of the fridge, right? So there's literally nothing wrong with them. So mushrooms are into here. Let's grab about 4 mushrooms. We'll pop them into there, right? And then, if you've got people in your household that don't like eating mushrooms, this is ideal. Watch this. We'll just shake that up because we want it to be blitzed beautifully, so we don't want anyone to know that there's mushrooms in here, right? Look at that. How easy is that? Right? So you just pop that straight into here. Pop that straight into here. Remember, when you have an online business account, you do get 15 to 25% off everything. So, and you still get the free stuff as if you were having an in-home or a Tupperware party. And so even if you Even if you want to pay the retail prices, you can still get a whole bunch of free Tupperware when you have either an online or an in-home Tupperware party. Just reach out to the person whose group you're watching this in right now. Okay, so there is our mushrooms. Let's pop this away over here. What have we got in here? Oh, look. We got some celery. This celery's been in here for about, I don't know, 5 weeks, 6 weeks. And there's literally, let me show you. There's nothing wrong with it. It's still, can you see what I'm here? Look how crunchy that is. Right, we'll just grab a few bits of celery and we will pop that into there. Leaves and all, that all adds in the flavour. You can eat it, there's nothing wrong with it, right? Oh, I love the smell of fresh vegetables. There's our celery. There we go. Like totally blitzed. Look at that. There's our celery. Easy as, right? And you can literally throw on your favourite Spotify playlist, draw the curtain so the neighbours can't see, or I don't know, you might want to draw the curtain so the neighbours can see, and then you can have a real good cardiovascular workout happening in the privacy of your own home. Saves money on gym fees, that's for sure, right? So there's our celery. We'll pop that over here, and there's our carrot and our celery. And we have got, what's in here? Oh, look, here's a capsicum. Should we throw in, here, I'll just give this a wash, actually. That one, oh, hit the ground, capsicum down. What we'll do is we'll wash this, and we will just take that top bit out, pop that straight into here, and we'll just pop that capsicum into there. And so can you see how you can use all of your veggies? Actually, you know what we will do? While we're doing this, I did wash this the other night and I didn't end up using it, so I'm not going to wash it again, right? So this is our silver beet. I use the stalks and everything straight into there. Let's grab, we might just need to trim this just a little bit. Now, I do say respect the fill line. However, silver beet is nice and fluffy. So let's just see what happens, shall we? Fingers crossed, put your tongue in the right place. Okay. Oh, look. How awesome is that? Capsicum and silver beet, the stalks and everything. You paid money for them, you may as well eat them, right? So we'll just pop this straight over here. Pop this over here. And now the reason I've done the flour last, there is method to my madness. The reason I've done that flour last is because there's a lot of moisture in these vegetables. So depending on what vegetables you use, if I put zucchini in there, there's a lot of moisture in there, so that might need a little bit more flour than what you would if you're just using carrot and sweet potato, right? So what we'll do is, let's just pop this over here. We'll just pop the seal on, and they can go back into the fridge. Let's pretend that's the fridge for now. Oh my goodness. And we will just grab this cloth. Let's move this out of the way. Let's grab this cloth. Just wipe this down. Luckily Tupperware do eco cloths, which hold up to 8 times their weight in water, by the way. So we've got that there. Now, can you see? This is all of our veggies and our egg and our milk. Bit of salt and pepper. How delicious is that, right? So what we're going to do is grab some flour, grab the tab, peel the seal. I've got my Tupperware sifter. There's no metal components to this whatsoever, which means it's never going to rust. You can pop it into the dishwasher. Everything made after ABBA won Eurovision in 1974 can go into the dishwasher, so long as it's not fabric or has a zipper or has a blade or has a glass-like appearance. The 7.5 litre stock pot, maybe don't put that into the dishwasher. It's going to take up the entire shelf. But because of the inside finish, it's literally hot soapy water and a soft cloth, and it's done. So this is our flour. I'm going to just pop this straight into here. You've got the seal on the bottom so that I can just pop this into here. And you've got your measurements. I don't know if you can see this now that I've filled it with flour. But you've got your measurements up the side. So now I know I can measure up my 2 cups of flour, 2.5 cups of flour. Really, really easy. I'm just sifting this. And now once I've finished chopping up my veggies, so I've got a cardiovascular workout happening. Now I'm strengthening my forearms, right, with my flour. Just change hands. Friends don't let friends miss out on forearm day, right? So just do that. Too easy. There's my sifted flour straight into there. Now I can either store flour or cocoa or cacao into there, or I actually have another one that I've got icing sugar in, right? So you can just, that's why it's called a sift and store, because you can store and sift, right? So there's my flour. Grab your Tupperware spatula. See how you've got, oh, I've got drips happening. You can see how you've got your straight side and you've got your curved side. So this is perfect if you want to fold through mixture, and this is great for scraping the bottom of the curve of the bowl, right? So we've just got that happening into here, and it's just a matter of slicing that through, folding it through, making sure you keep all of that light, fluffy air in there, and mixing that through. How delicious is this? And basically, you just keep doing that until you can't see any flour. So we're just folding all that flour in, salt and pepper. We're going to top it with some cheese and some paprika, and yum, oh, look at that. Look at that. That's just veggies, flour, milk, and eggs. How delicious does that look, right? So now what we're going to do is, oh my goodness, I want to eat one now. Let's just move this flour over here. What we've got in here is, I've just washed up these Tupperware silicone forms. Now with the Tupperware silicone, you've heard me talk about this before. With the silicone, you know it's 100% silicone because when you do the ring test, the pinch test, the pull test, the colour doesn't bleed out of the ring. So that's why you know that they haven't put any latex in or they haven't watered down the ingredients. You know what I mean? So it's totally safe for you. If you know anyone with a latex allergy, these are perfect. There's no latex in there whatsoever, right? And it's like a memory foam pillow. It just pops straight back into its place, right? So what we're going to do is grab our Tupperware Ultra Pro covers, right? So you know the Ultra Pro up the top here, that's it's the Tupperware that goes into the oven and the freezer and the dishwasher and the microwave. And then I've got the larger ones here. So what I'm going to do is just grab those. Let's grab a Tupperware ladle and a ladle too. Where is the ladle? Oh my goodness. Where is everything? I've got 2 ladles here. Do you think I can find... Oh, there we go. Right at the back. Of course. It's always in the last place you look for it, right? I love this bowl here of the ladle because it's the ideal size for these muffins, right? So, let's just... a bowl in each one. And these are going to be absolutely beautiful. Now, you can just do half a one. But basically, you just pop them straight into there. And there is, oh, we just need a little bit more into that one. So there's that, right? There's this one here. So you might be a recipe revolutionary. Do you buy snacks or do you like to make your own? Because when you've got the right tools in the kitchen, it really does make life so much easier. And Tupperware taught me how to cook. Right? Once you've got the products, all you have to do is just assemble and the product does the rest for you, right? It's literally restaurant quality food at home. I love it, right? So there's these ones here. Let's just pop these aside over here. Luckily, I've got a third one. Because you can never, because these will freeze really well. And it's just a vegetable muffin that we're going to pop with cheese on the top, right? So, and we're just going to bake it in the oven at 180, 160 with the fan. probably for about, oh look, depending on your oven, anywhere between 25 and 35 minutes or until golden brown. Now the other trick with this Tupperware silicone, let it cool entirely before you remove it. And that doesn't matter if you're using the round silicone, the Kugelhopf silicone, the rectangle one, the slice one, the waffle one, the dome or the donut one, or there's like, I don't know, there's about a dozen different silicone cookware pieces that you can get, right? It doesn't matter which one you're using. Make sure that you wash it with hot soapy water before you use it, and that will act as the non-stick. Never spray it with anything. And this is going to make 6, 12, 18 muffins. Here we go. And they will freeze beautifully. You can pop them in the kids' lunch boxes. Or you can pop them in your own lunchbox. And, you know, if you don't feel like cooking... Oh, there we go. If you don't feel like cooking... This is a really good alternative to that. And then when you're done, you might want to pop them in the Tupperware silicone bag, pop them in the freezer. This will hold 2. That one, that large pink one, that'll probably hold 4 or 5. And that becomes your reusable Ziploc bag, right? So all we're going to do is move this out the way. Pop that over there. We've got our 18 muffins. We've got our cheese that we've pre-grated in our supersonic chopper. And all we're going to do is just pop in a little bit of cheese on each one. How yum is this? Now you might want to join Tupperware as a content creator. They've got all of the tools put in place to make it very easy to be able to do that. You might want to join Tupperware as an affiliate. Or you might want to join Tupperware as a product ambassador, or you might want to join Tupperware as a consultant. The choices are basically very, very flexible. So I've been doing Tupperware almost 30 years, and in that time, I've tried my hand at every possible way of doing Tupperware. I've been an affiliate, a Tupperware ambassador, a content creator. I've been a demonstrator, a consultant. I've taken cooking classes. So if you've got a particular skill that you can you're not using, have a think about transferring that over to Tupperware, because it really is it's a very simple way of, it's a no hassle side hustle basically, right? And so you are self-employed with the support of a company that's been around the world since 1946, right? So what we're going to do is grab our paprika. I'm going to do a sweet paprika, and I'm just going to sprinkle this over here. I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit of the sweet paprika onto each one. How easy is this? And then you just bake them in the oven and you freeze them. There's your lunches, there's your snacks, there's your dinners, and away you go, right? If you've got any questions or suggestions, please let me know. And if you want to take a screenshot, that's what they look like before. If you want to give me a follow afterwards, that's not a problem. I will post the pictures on... I'm on every social media platform known to man. If you've got any questions or suggestions, let me know. And in the meantime, you know what you need to do. Forget your troubles and get happy. Dance your cares away. Shout out and get happy. I'll see you all another day. Thank you all for watching. Bye-bye now. Bye-bye.